We're tracking Tropical Depression Eta.
Weather Authority meteorologist Brandon Orr joining us now with the impact on South Florida. We're already kind of seeing that, Brandon.
Yeah, we're already seeing the moisture getting pushed out ahead of it. It brought some heavy rain overnight. I know we had some flooding in Broward. Now we're getting a chance to dry out a little bit, except the Keys. That's where the heavy rain is in full force right now. But I did want to start with the latest advisory. Just came in, 7 a.m. Maximum sustained winds are still at 35 miles per hour, so it's still a tropical depression. They updated the center of the storm, which still puts it kind of on the western edge of all the thunderstorms. So this looks symmetrical if you don't have the center plotted on there. But when you see where the center is, all of the thunderstorms are on one side, so it's still a little bit disorganized, too disorganized to be named a tropical storm so far. But you can see if this can actually redevelop underneath some of those big-time thunderstorms, we could be looking at this strengthening in a hurry as it moves towards Cuba. This is the latest track, still as a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm moving off the coast of Cuba around midday tomorrow, making that turn to the west through the Keys. But notice that cone, it could be a little bit closer to Miami-Dade or a little bit closer to the south down towards Key West. But either way, the impacts won't change a whole lot for us because the worst of the impacts are going to be kind of spread out pretty far from the center of the storm. This one is a little bit different from a true tropical storm that we typically would see maybe in August or September, where most of the impacts are in the eye wall. This one's going to be spread out a little bit. So here's the timeline. This is later today at 6 o'clock. Still raining pretty good in the Keys. This is starting to move into Miami-Dade. There are the rain bands that move in overnight. This is when we start the flooding threat, especially throughout the day tomorrow. Some of this could come down heavy enough. I'm talking about 1 to 2 inches per hour. And there's the center of the storm as it moves in as we get towards Sunday, 5 o'clock. Look at these winds gusting above 40 miles per hour. Now we're pushing 55, 60 mile per hour wind gust at times. This is when it's going to be at its highest. This is late in the day on Sunday. So we're getting towards Sunday evening, 9 o'clock, and then going into very early on Monday morning. And even on the back side of the storm system, we're still getting in on some of those rain bands, which by the end of this could total as much as 6 to 10 inches of rain with some isolated higher amounts. We could even get an isolated tornado or two out of this, mainly during the day on Sunday and Monday.